Welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, share the presentation with you. All right. Welcome to how to create $1 million sales pipeline using Facebook ads. And this is intended for home remodelers, home improvement contractors, and also can be used in other businesses as well. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jose Victor Castellanos. My company is Recon Media Inc. That's reconmediainc.com. You can check out the website. Also have a program specifically for contractors called the Marketing Renovation Program, where we help contractors renovate their marketing while they are out renovating homes. I have over 10 years of digital marketing experience, and I've always been focused on helping local businesses generate more leads and sales online utilizing digital marketing. So some of the things that I specialize in is helping businesses with lead generation, their Google ads, Facebook and Instagram ads, search engine optimization, so you can come up organically in the search results, and the Google business profile. You can also connect with me on Facebook or Instagram at jvictorcast, and you can also find me on LinkedIn as well. So before you can build a $1 million sales pipeline, you actually have to work on properly tracking your leads. So many times when I talk to a contractor and I ask them, how do you keep track of your leads? How do you manage them? And it's a notebook, spreadsheet, pieces of paper next to the phone, and that's it. And there's no real place to keep track of these leads that are coming in. And so that creates that you are unorganized, you're losing leads get lost. You don't know where leads are in the sales process, so you're not even sure who you need to follow up with. So it causes a lot of confusion when it comes to your sales process and who you need to be following up with. So a new way and a better way is utilizing a CRM, a customer relationship management tool that will allow all the leads to funnel into. So if someone calls, you can have the lead right into here. Someone fills out the form on your website, comes right in here. So you always add all your leads in here, whether that's automatically or if someone you met out and about is a new lead, you add them in here. And this allows you to have everything centralized so that you can easily know what to do. And so with a CRM, you're able to build out a sales pipeline. And essentially what a sales pipeline is just a visual representation of your sales process. So every business has a sales process. Whether you've documented it or not, there is a process as far as how you handle when a new prospect comes in all the way to the sale. What is that process that happens in between? And this allows you to visualize that and move people through your process and be able to track. So essentially what it does, it takes your sales process and breaks it into stages from lead generation all the way to the final sale, and then allows you to know exactly where your prospect is in that sales process, what sales rep is managing what lead, and a lot more information can be pulled from your sales pipeline. And so here's an example of a sales pipeline. And so here you'll see across the top, each one has labels. And the way this works, it goes from left to right. And so when a new lead comes in, they come in through here as a new opt-in. So they get added in as a contact and automatically placed into your sales pipeline. Now, once it comes in here, there's your whatever your next step is, will be that. So typically, I encourage people to call them. And then here you can start to see. So in this example, it's new opt-in, contact number, no good. So that'll happen where a lead submits their information. They don't put in the accurate phone number. They just wanted to possibly just get their information via email. Call the lead answered, lead didn't answer. You booked a quote, they didn't show up. And so forth. And it continues on to the right. And so you continue to move your prospects from left to right as they move through your process. So now let's fill in the pipeline. So before we can really fill it in, you really need to know who it is that you want to be in your pipeline. Not every prospect is a good prospect, all right? And you want to try to get as many good prospects as possible. So you really want to identify who your target is. So identify who your perfect perfect client is. Who is your ideal customer that you want to work with? Where do they live? Right. So what areas do they typically live in? And then why do they typically reach out to you? Right. And this will allow you to identify a pain point that's causing them to look for your service. So, for example, if you do bath remodeling and someone calls you up and you ask them, why are you reaching out? Oh, it's because my bathroom is from the 80s. It hasn't been redone since we got the home, blah, blah, blah. Right. So now you know that their pain point is that they're sick and tired of looking at their old bathroom and they really want to make it more modern. Right. So this is all good stuff that you'll be able to utilize for your ads and for your marketing in order to fill your sales pipeline. And so with this information, now you're able to do your targeted advertising utilizing Facebook ads. And with Facebook ads, this is going to allow you to reach a very specific audience based on different demographics, interests, and behaviors, as well as utilize their advanced targeting, such as their custom audiences and lookalike audiences. And a lookalike audience is very powerful, especially if you have a database of past customers. So with this, you're able to actually put in your past customers, tell Facebook that you want to find other people like your past customers, and it will create a list of new prospects for you to advertise to. Now we want to fill this pipeline with these interested prospects. And to do this, one of the best ways to do this is utilizing a lead magnet. A lot of times you'll see ads out there, need a new kitchen, need a new bathroom, want new floors, we do floors, right? And it's very straight to the sale. And what happens is on Facebook, it's interruption marketing, right? You're interrupting their flow. They're scrolling through and they don't really want to be bothered. They just rather go and look and read what everybody else is doing and read the comments. So you're trying to capture people that are very far down the funnel that are ready to buy. And on Facebook, typically it's going to be a little bit harder to find people that are ready to buy. And so what this allows us to now get people who are interested in utilizing your service and are interested in possibly doing kitchens, bath, flooring, whatever the case may be, by utilizing a lead magnet. And so what this is we create a download that potential customers would be interested in. You place it in front of them, and then they provide you with their information, first name, last name, email, phone number, in exchange for the guide. And so some examples in that work really well are inspiration guides. So if you do kitchens, a kitchen inspiration guide, bathrooms, bathroom inspiration guides, flooring, right, and so forth. And this is going to allow people to opt in and download these guides. Now, no one's going to download a kitchen inspiration guide if they're not thinking in their mind that they're looking to possibly redo their kitchen. Whether it's next week or next year, that's yet to be determined. But in their head, they have already said that they are interested in looking for inspiration for a new kitchen or a new bathroom or for flooring or for fencing, whatever the case may be. So now you're getting people that are active, getting in front of these people and getting them to opt in to your lead magnet or your guide there, your inspiration guide. And what you want to utilize is the Facebook lead form. And this allows people to opt in directly from either Facebook or Instagram, because these ads would run on both platforms, and allows them to opt in and provide you their information without having to leave the platform. So it doesn't really interrupt what it is that they're doing, because the interface is still all within the application, within the app, within Facebook or within Instagram, allowing the user to kind of see everything in one shot and not go to a different website and start browsing around. The other advantage of the lead form is that it also is pre-populated with their information. So it will already have their first name, last name, email, and phone number already pre-populated in there typically. And all they have to do is hit next and go to the confirmation screen and hit submit. So it's less steps than even having to go to a landing page or a website to submit their information. Quick and easy, and they're able to just submit their information directly from there. And so once they opt into your lead, into your inspiration guide, Now that lead will automatically go into your CRM and into your sales pipeline, and the lead will automatically receive the guide. So keep that in mind, that if you are providing some sort of guide or having people opt in, you should always have some sort of automated email that automatically goes out. Typically, most people expect to receive an email when they submit their information somewhere. Now, once this lead has come in, now really starts the sales process and continued marketing. The marketing doesn't end when the lead comes in. Here's your sales pipeline. And so this is the sales pipeline in the CRM on the left side. And then on the right side, here's just a visual example of what it could possibly be. So people come in, the lead opts in, you call the lead, you book an appointment with them to go and check out their property to give them a quote. You provide them with a quote, and then you close the deal, right? And so that's the ideal flow that you would want and what you're trying to accomplish. Here comes the follow-up of these leads. This is the most important part because, like I said, these are people that are opting in to an inspiration guide. So you have to follow up with them. You can't just, give them a guide and expect them to call you. So like I mentioned before, have that email that follows up right after they opt in, so they immediately get an email. And then you also want to call that lead. You can call them immediately. The sooner you call them, the better, the fresher it's going to be in their mind. Now, this is not a sales call. I'm going to say it again. This is not a sales call. You can't call them up and be like, hey, yes, are you ready to do the service? No, you can't do that. That's not what they opted into, and that's going to totally turn them away. So it's not a sales call. So here I provided a little bit of a sales script for you that you can follow. And essentially it goes like this. Hey, Joe, this is Jose from Reconstruction. And I just wanted to give you a call to thank you for downloading our inspiration guide. And they're going to most likely, oh, cool, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thank you. And they'll say something. Right. So wait for them to respond and then just go right into quick question. What inspired you to download the guide? Right. And then they're going to tell you, oh, well, I'm thinking about doing this, this, and the other thing. And you'll start to find out. And then you can start to ask them a couple questions. Oh, how soon are you looking to do that? What questions do you have about that I might be able to answer? And you can start a conversation and start to build trust with them. And then comes the continued follow-up. So once that call takes place, you want to make sure that you are utilizing that sales pipeline and moving them to the next step, right? So that you know that you've already spoken to them and they are into this next step. And so the follow-up continues by continuing to call them if they're, ready to move forward. Or if they're not and they say, no, we're thinking about doing it in 6 months, a year, now you add them into your follow-up sequences. So this could be a monthly email or a newsletter that goes out to them every month, quarterly follow-up phone call to see if they have any questions or maybe an updated inspiration guide that you want to send them. And then you can also add them into your remarketing campaigns and stay top of mind on Facebook, Instagram, and even through Google on other websites through display advertising. So a few best practices when it comes to utilizing these Facebook ads to build your sales pipeline. One is utilize eye-catching images and videos. So you want to make sure that it's something that's going to get them to stop scrolling as they're on their phone. Keep the text short and clear. So be very specific exactly who it is that who you're talking to, and what it is that you have to offer them. And then have a strong call to action. So make sure it's very clear and strong. Take the next steps, download our guide below, right? So really clear, and this is the call to actions. Get our guide below. And test and optimize your ads. So don't just do it one time and say it doesn't work. It does work, and it's just a matter of having the right ad and making sure that it's showing up to the right people. So quick little recap on how to build your $1 million sales pipeline. First, stop utilizing notebooks and pieces of paper and spreadsheets. You want to utilize a CRM for your leads and customer management. The CRM also will help you, since you're able to manage your customers better. It's going to provide a better customer satisfaction. Customers are going to be happier because it's going to be a much smoother process for them from start to finish. Identify exactly who it is that you want to get in front of, and then create a guide for that exact target. And then you utilize that guide and place that guide in front of your target utilizing Facebook ads and utilizing the Facebook lead form. And that way people can submit their information directly from the application and not have to go off to a different place and then change their mind. And then make sure to have a follow-up process for your sales process where you follow up with these leads continually so that they don't forget about you and you have the best opportunity to capture that business. Thanks for your time. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me at jose@reconmediainc.com or on any of my social media channels at jvictorcast. And then also, if you'd like, you can visit reconmediainc.com, learn more about who we are and what we do, as well as book a free complimentary strategy session on there where I'd sit down with you, review your marketing, see what it is that you're doing, see what's working, see where you can improve, and help you put together a strategy and a plan in order to continue to grow your business. Until the next one.